Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking channel. This morning I'm out on the Florida Trail, out at about mile marker 332. I'm on the trailhead on Rockridge Road for the Green Swamp East. I haven't been out of here since February. I wanted to stop out by here today and take a look at the trail and see how it's looking. It's going to have a whole different look in the summertime, and I've been in the area. I just haven't physically been out here on this trail, so I wanted to take a walk through here this morning and give you a good look at it and just see how it's looking. You know, it's been pretty wet here in Central Florida. We've been getting a lot of rain again, so that's real nice. It looks like got footprints out here. I don't know if we have horses, or I guess they're probably maybe some pigs. It looks like the pigs have been out here rooting, and yeah, that's what it is. Pigs have been out here rooting, and got a little bit of mud, but it's not bad. It's passable, and just nice to be back out here walking again, back out in the Florida forest. Had kind of a hot stretch here, and you know, it's expected to go on now for several months. We are in June here in Central Florida. In fact, we're in the third week of June, just maybe about a week or 8 days from July. So it's going by quick. The year's going by real quick. And I've been videoing the Florida Trail now for sharing it on YouTube for about almost 7 months, and it's all in preparation for an eventual through hike of the Florida Trail, and I'm very excited about it. Looks here, you can see the double blazes. We're going to make just a slight turn off here, but just right off of Rockridge Road, there's a nice little parking spot out here. It's perfect for day hikes. You kind of are always close to, I believe it's the Tannic Road that runs up through the Green Swamp on the south end here, and you can't actually drive on the road. They have the gate blocked off right now. It might be open on weekends, I'm not sure. This is a Monday morning, so it might be closed because of that, but wonderful spot to come out and get in a day hike. You can see the trails in real good shape here. Florida is looking like Florida, right? Nice and green and marshy, and just a beautiful morning to be out here. So I'm gonna just get in nice little hike here this morning, and I'm gonna take you along for part of it. And I'm still videoing point to point, just so people can see the physical trail instead of just showing you spots along the trail. So maybe I'll make an extra video this morning here to stretch it out a little bit, and definitely when I move into another section. But this first area here, you can see it's well traveled. It's easily passable, and you know, I've been doing pretty well. I'm excited as I'm getting closer and closer. We're getting through this year. I'm kind of at that stage of my life where I'm in a transition period. I am still working, but you know, my working days are numbered. I'm nearing the end of my working time, and I don't know whether it's just up until the through hike attempt or if it's another year or two, but I'm nearing the end. And, you know, I've worked all my life, and I've enjoyed working. I spent 21 years in the military, in the Air Force. I enjoyed that. I've always enjoyed having something to do, setting goals, being out. I've always enjoyed that. And so this transitional period for me is difficult, you know, and maybe it's difficult for everybody. You know, I've got friends who've already retired, and I've got a handful of friends who are still walking. And maybe it's just a difficult time for everybody, that stage of your life, that transitional time in your life. But I don't know, you know, I wanted to make sure that I stay motivated and I stay goal driven. So I want to make sure that I have a plan going forward. I know at this point in my life, my health is number one priority. I know that, and I'm trying to manage my life in that way, to give myself every opportunity to stay healthy and be healthy, and mostly just to keep moving. You know, I think I see people that are, I'm 64 this year, and I know some people even my age or a couple of years younger who are really not really ambulatory. You know, they struggle to get out and get around, and my goal in life at this point is just to be able to keep getting out and keep moving for as long as I'm breathing. You know, I know that's not realistic. I know at some point I've got to slow down, but if you look back a couple of videos, I had my mom with me on the Appalachian Trail, and you know, we didn't do a long rocky hike or anything like that, but we were out on a hike on the Appalachian Trail. We were up at Penmar Park on the Maryland-Pennsylvania line, and then we were down in Harper's Ferry. In both places, my mom was out on the Appalachian Trail with me, and we did, I don't know, we probably did 3 to 5 miles each day. And she's 88 years old this year, so it can be done as long as you're willing to put in the effort, and as long as you're willing to keep working and keep moving forward. And that's what my goal is. You know, my wife and I, we've done everything we can to be stable. We're careful with our finances. We've saved. My wife's already retired, and so we feel like that piece of our lives, like we're going to be okay. You know, we won't be jetting off to foreign countries, but we'll still get to do some mission trips. You know, probably South America, different places around the globe. We'll get to go on a mission trip, maybe even over to Africa. But we can, you know, we do have a nice place to live. We're here in Central Florida. We can get anywhere in the state within just a few hours, except for like Pensacola or Key West. It's going to take a little bit longer, probably 6 or 7 hours each way. Either way, we're in the Orlando area. But you know, we're kind of at this point in our life where we know the most important thing is for us to maintain our health, and so that's what we're trying to do now. There's a lot of noise out here this morning. The birds are chirping. Oh, there goes a couple of pigs across the trail. I don't know if you saw them up there. Could see them. Maybe stop it and re-look. But a couple of black pigs. So that absolutely is what was going on back there, where all the trail was dug up, as the pigs rooting and routing and looking for something to eat. And there I can see one off in another one off in the distance. So there are the wild Florida pigs out here. The ones I just saw, the couple I just saw, weren't real big, but you know, I don't want to aggravate them, and I don't want to get too close to them, that's for sure. But it is nice to see them out here. This is their home, and I'm just out here sharing it, and I'm so grateful to be able to share it. The state of Florida has done a wonderful job with their park system. This Florida Trail is just an incredible blessing, and I'm so grateful to be able to be out on it like this. It's well marked, easily traversable. I was kind of expecting, I haven't been out here, like I said, I haven't been out in this section of the green swamp since February. And I was thinking it was going to be a lot more muddy, because we have had some rain. We've absolutely had some rain. We're in the rainy season here, so I'm surprised it's not wetter than it was. But maybe it was just so dry in the spring that we're just not. Or maybe this area just isn't as soupy as what I thought it would be. So either way, it's good. Either way, I'm gonna take you out here this morning and show you some of these areas through the green swamp. And I tell you, I'm just so grateful to be out here, and I'm grateful to be blessed to be able to be out here and walk and enjoy the day like this. And I'm grateful for anybody who shares this journey for me. Anybody, even if it's 1 or 2 or 3 views, it's okay. I'm grateful for it, because ultimately it allows me to look back. I can even look back at some of the older videos now and see where I've been, and to help keep myself motivated. So friends, it's very nice to have you out here with me this morning. I'm going to cut this video and I'm going to start it again once I get up here a little bit further. If there's anything good, I'll take a picture of it. But basically, you've gotten the idea here. Mile marker, I think it starts 332.6 just off of Rock Ridge Road. And I've shown you step for step the whole trail out here. It's very passable, very beautiful. Hardly any mud at all. Maybe I'll find some mud later in the morning, but I'm just getting started. So friends, it's good to be with you, and I will be back with you again in just a few minutes. Thank you for watching in, and you all have a great day wherever you are. Goodbye, friends.